So here's why using the final keyword matters in your project. So talking about inheritance, there's a common example of inheritance in Swift where we use an abstract class. Here we've got an animal and it makes a noise which is just printing the empty string to the console. And we can have a dog which inherits from animal. And then we can override makes noise, and I'd say a dog usually barks. And if we run, then we should see that the dog barks. It'll come here and it will also write it to the console, I believe. Or maybe not. Oh, of course, I haven't set up an instance of the dog. And of course, we need to make the dog make a noise, and the noise that a dog makes in this instance will be barks. So, in the abstract, you can prevent someone from inheriting from animal by making the class final. And if we just put the final keyword there, when we try to inherit from animal, we're told that we're not allowed to do it, which is wonderful. So that would encourage us to use composition rather than inheritance. But that's the abstract case. We might instead think about a view controller. And you can see I've used a playground to create the view controller. This one just has a blue background. There are links in the description to this code and how to make this playground. But in a similar way, we could set up a class which would be my second view controller, which would then inherit from my view controller. And we already know what's going to happen. And what will happen is that it will say, oh, this class is final, so therefore you can't do it. Inheritance from a final class is not allowed. Now there might be a case where you have a base view controller and want to inherit some of the functionality. This isn't usually the best way of doing things in Swift. There might be reasons for doing it. Again, I've written a whole article on this. And because of that, generally, I'm writing final in front of my UI view controller classes. And this is a real world example of why you might use final in your code as well. And that's why I'm using final for my view controllers within my projects. And I hope this video has been of use to you.